Hey y'all, welcome back. What's up? My name is Coach Kelly Marie. I help experienced service-based business providers and coaches package their unique expertise into automated systems so that they can work less hours, okay? Today we are talking about 3 ways to save time with automations. I have notes below where you can DM me a certain keyword to get access to a free tutorial that is going to help you set some of these things up, okay? So engage with me. All right, number 1 is automated webinars. So I used an automated webinar system called Easy Webinar. What it allows me to do is take some of my more popular webinars and master classes, drive traffic to those, and people are able to schedule their time, go watch that at their own pace on their own schedule. And then of course at the end of my webinars you get upsold into an offer if you are ready to take the next step. There is a paid option to do so. So that happens at the end of the webinar. People can go and watch those whenever. I do not have to be there. I don't have to be live. There is a live chat, and the chat is also hooked up to my email. This is some of the features that you get using Easy Webinar. By the way, it's only $29 a month. It's only $29 a month, y'all. Okay? But when people type any questions in the chat, I get an email to my email that says, hey, here's a question or here's a comment that just got dropped in the chat, so I can easily respond to that way. It also has a couple of other cool features, like it collects a lot of data and analytics, so I can see who registered, who showed up live, and how much of the video that they watched, and then I can use that data however I see fit to either run more targeted ads or even do individual reach out if I feel like I can close that person based off of the percentage of the video that they watched. All right. The second automation is automated DMs. I use ManyChat for my automated direct messages. I love it because it allows me to not only have automated replies, it allows me to have full-on automated conversations. So when people DM me certain keywords that I've put at the end of my content, depending on what I'm talking about in that specific post, I am able to have my system automatically respond and ask them a couple of questions to help them find which of my paid offers is a best fit for their individual unique needs. But you guys know, as much as I love DMs can take a ton of time. So having that automated system really saves a lot of time for me. I also find that even though it is automated, and sometimes I slide in there manually and respond, but even though it is automated, people appreciate having customer service. They appreciate having someone there, or something, since it's a robot. They appreciate having something there to help them decide what's going to work best for them so that they make a purchase that's actually going to help them solve their problem. All right. Then number 3, last but not least, automated email segmenting. This is gold, okay? This happens inside of my email marketing system. It doesn't matter what email marketing system you have. You can do segmenting, but you cannot do automated segmenting with all email systems. So if you want to do this in an automated way, which is part of what saves me so much time, make sure that you're using ConvertKit, okay? I'll leave a link down below so you guys can start your free trial on ConvertKit. It is an affiliate link, disclaimer, but it is the best email service provider when it comes to automations and triggering sales funnels and really getting people the individualized help they need. I know it's business. I talk a lot about driving traffic. I talk a lot about volume and masses, but what we're using these systems for is to actually take an individualized approach to how we're helping people solve their problems. And so automated segmenting is one of those ways that we can do that. So with segmenting in a normal way, what you do is you categorize your email list based off of their needs, and you end up with groups of people and cliques of people that have different types of needs, okay? So for example, if you were a career coach and your lead magnet for people to join your list was here, download this lead magnet that shows you the next 3 steps you need to take in order to transition out of your current industry into a completely new industry. If that was your lead magnet, you may get a lot of people downloading it, but they still may all be in very different situations and have very different needs. Let's say if you had 100 people download that lead magnet, that's great. But out of those 100 people, you likely have people who are transitioning from, let's say, tech to finance. You have people who are transitioning from HR to customer service. You may have people who are transitioning from working in the United States in person to working remotely, and now they have moved to another country and they're an expat. But all of those people download that lead magnet because it does address what they're going through, but there's so many different other categories inside of that, right? So many different categories inside of that. So segmenting, what you do is you can group them. These are all the people who are trying to move from tech to finance. These are all the people who are currently in HR and they're trying to move to customer service. These are all the people who used to work in person and now they work remote and they're looking to go to a different company because they don't like the remote situation, or the remote work culture is not really for them, right? And they can decide that on their own, what's for them and what's not. And that's the beautiful thing about email marketing. Most of the time, we do not get those details unless we hop on the phone with people. But as you know, hopping on the phone with people takes quite a lot of time. And if you have 100 people download your lead magnet, you probably do not have time to hop on 100 phone calls. So what do? You segment. So you send out an email that has a link to a blog post or a link to a free video like the one you're watching right now that says, hey, here, we did a free video. It's 5 minutes long. It's on this topic. If they click that button, we know they're interested in that topic. They automatically get taken out of that group and put into the right bucket. So let's say I send out an email that says, here are 3 things that I learned when I was talking to a client who is currently an expat but switching career industries. And it's a blog post. Click here if you want to read. Anyone that's interested in that, or they're thinking about that or in that situation, they're going to click that button and then automatically they get put in the expat career bucket. Or you send out an email that says, here are 3 things that I learned from transitioning from tech to finance. Or here's 3 tips when you're transitioning from tech to finance. Or I talked to a tech recruiter and I talked to a finance recruiter, and here's what they said when it comes to hiring people from other outside industries to be on their team. Here's the blog post. Here's the YouTube video. Here's the Instagram live. Join me for this free webinar. Grab the replay video. However you want to do it, doesn't matter, right? You're providing value. You're providing value for free, which means there's no barrier to entry. There's low risk involved. So when people start clicking, that means they're truly interested in that thing. It does not have to do with how much money they do or don't have. It doesn't have to do with whether they have time or not. They are interested and they're prioritizing learning that content and consuming that piece of content. And so you know that you can segment them in that way. Now, you can manually go in and look at everybody who clicked the link or clicked the button, and you can put them into categories yourself. But if you're using a system like ConvertKit, you can have it set up to where when they click the button, it automatically takes them out and puts them into one of those other buckets, which then in the future, you can trigger sales funnels based off of. So if you started off with a lead magnet that was really general, and now you're starting to niche down, or now you realize you're going in a different direction, you do not have to throw away your whole email list. You can actually segment your email list and find the portions of your email list of people who are still a really good fit for your new niche or your new paid offer, whatever it may be, using that auto segmentation. So those are my 3 favorite way automations to save time. I will see y'all in another video soon. Connect with me, please. Go follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, send me a direct message. Let's chat it up, girl. I love talking to y'all. See y'all later.